I am born in Bengaluru, okay? Even though I'm Gujarati, I'm like the Bengaluru. I'm Nama Bengaluru guy. In Karnataka, there is one Gujarati medium school also. So I studied there. These are the most important memories of my life. I mean, my best part of my life. If you ask me 100 times, I will say it's those UVCE 4 years. Absolutely, no doubt. Hey, next time when you come, can you bring one software engineer with you? That was my interview. That's it. And the quadrangle made everything, okay? Whatever we missed in the classes, I think quadrangle beat all of that. If you have little gap in your understanding, AI can help you cover that gap. Someone's Instagram post cannot inspire you to change. Your entire youth you are spending with your colleagues more than your friends and your family. So are you enjoying with those colleagues with whom you are working? You actually don't have time for yourself. That's the biggest problem. So actually I am blessed with Bangalore traffic. Be loyal to the core value of the UVC, that is primarily from Vishwesvaraya. That is that excellence in technology. That's what you are known for.
Hi, hello, namaskara. Welcome to UVC Chronicles, an initiative by UVCE. I am Keshav Karthik, and today we have with us a very special guest, Mr. Dipesh Shah. Mr. Dipesh Shah is an alumnus from UVCE from the 1992 batch from the Electronics and Communication Engineering, who went on to work at Samsung R&D Institute India for the past 30 years and has been growing in his career exponentially from the role of software engineer to managing director this day. We welcome you, sir, to UC Chronicles.
Hi everyone.
Sir, at UBC Chronicles, we believe nothing beats a first-hand introduction from the speaker. So, over to you.
Very simple, humble beginning. Gujarati. So a good combination of technology from UVC and business in the blood.
Hmm.
Both of these put together helps me, understand things, what consumers want, and have a problem solving ability to solve for them. So that's me. And then I live with my parents, and I have two adorable daughters. And I'm born in Bengaluru. Okay, even though I'm Gujarati, I'm like the Bengaluru. I'm Nama Bengaluru guy. I think if I speak Kannada, my Kannada might be better than most of you Kannadigas, so you might be embarrassed. So that's me.
Yes. Okay. Yes, sir. So, could you shed light upon your upbringing and your childhood? How was it? And yeah.
So I was, living in near railway station area. It's called Cotton Pate, and I
Mhm.
started my education in a Gujarati medium school. There is still one school opposite to that Majestic Theatre in Majestic area.
Huh.
It's called Gujarati School. In Karnataka, there is one Gujarati medium school also. So I studied there
Mhm.
to fourth standard. So
Mhm.
that's why my ability to do math, even today, if I want to multiply, let's say 32 times 45, I would do in Gujarati first, and then it comes out in English. So learning in native is very interesting and important, I think. So that initial years I spent there. Of course, English was taught starting from fifth, sixth, seventh. So like for my fifth, sixth, seventh was like, he is Rama, she is Kamala, he wears red shirt, she wears blue skirt. So that was my English basically. But in eighth, I moved to St. Joseph's in Bryan Square in Chamarajpet. And
Mhm.
then, I was pretty good in science and maths, not so much in languages initially. And then after my high school in St. Joseph's, I joined a diploma course. So we are from a very humble beginning. So I did diploma because right after 3 years, I can start earning for the family. So I just went to SJ Polytechnic.
Okay.
And these were some life changers, some of the best friends in my life, came through in that college. We learned from each other. We had the best of our times. And in SJ Polytechnic, I did diploma in computer science, and I was state first at that time.
Okay.
So I thought it will be a easy walk into UVCE, and then I will get the seat. So during counseling, I wanted to do computer science in UVCE, But to my surprise, it was like computer science is not available, so I had to take electronics and communications engineering.
Okay.
But frankly, that was a very good choice, even though it came as an accident, because I had a computer science coding background from my diploma, and I understood, electronics, hardware, little more deeply in UVCE. So combining these two gave me a very, very good feel of the whole subject, from applications, how things work together. That's my thing in the UVC. I think I'll talk about UVC a little bit later. These are the
Okay.
most important memories of my life. I mean, my best part of my life. If you ask me
Mhm.
100 times, I will say it's those UVC 4 years. Absolutely, no doubt. And then I joined a startup company in Bangalore. It's called Encore Technology, and I did digital signal processing. And in about 1.5 years, I worked there in the startup. Then one of my friend was going to Korea, uh,
Mhm.
to Samsung, and he was a hardware engineer. So it seems people in Korea told him that, hey, we hear a lot about this Indian software success story. Because
Mhm.
by the time TI, Intel, Wipro, TCS, all these great guys, Azim Premji and FC Kohli in TCS and Ashok Sutta, these people actually made brand India. So they
Mhm.
were hearing good things about Indian software. So they just told my friend who is a hardware engineer that, hey, next time when you come, can you bring one software engineer with you? That was my interview. That's it.
Okay.
India brand. That's it. No interview. I got the same offer that he got. It's just that he was hardware, I was software engineer. That's it. And when
Okay.
there, I fell in love with the company, and now I'm still here after 31 years. That's my journey
Mhm.
so far. Yeah.
Superb, superb, sir. It's a very awesome, interesting journey. So coming on to your days at UC, how were it and how do you
Best,
feel?
as I said, the quadrangle. I mean, even today, we are such an active alumni group. UVC 92, we are a group where in WhatsApp we are so active, and we have our reunions, we share our interests, our thoughts. If there's any match that's going on, we are debating about the match even now after 31 years. Okay, so very
Mhm.
active group, fantastic friends. These were like friends for life. And the quadrangle made everything. Okay, whatever we missed in the classes, I think
Mhm.
quadrangle beat all of that. So that was awesome. But I'll give big credit to the faculty there. With the limited resources at that time that they had, the kind of fundamentals that they taught us. Even today, I think I can reuse a lot of those fundamentals that were taught, whether
Mhm.
as simple as PNP, NPN transistor, to all the way up to control systems, to ASIC designs, to computer programming, to fudging or hacking the results in the lab. Even if the oscillator it's not coming, you somehow may get it coming, right? So know
Mhm.
your way to hack through the situation and get the results. Great faculty, lot of good friends, and I think UVC for me was all fun, no more than education. So I was part of this committee for cultural activities. So we
Mhm.
won Bits Pilani Oasis, we won Ambedkar, we won BMS Utsav, we won IIT Madras, we won KREC Suratkal. So
Okay.
all the intercollegiate competitions in those years in national level, our team was the best. We used to go and grab the at least the top one, two, three prize for the UVC for Mad
Awesome,
at
awesome.
skits, etc. So that was the period for me, yeah, in my life.
Awesome, awesome, sir. That feels so refreshing. Like the quadrangle and
Yeah,
those stuff. Even today, we enjoy that a lot.
yeah, yeah. Those two trees, that entire mood when you walk in, like it just attracts you. Okay, like it's nothing like it.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. 100%. I can completely relate to that piece. Yeah. Moving on, I was coming across your LinkedIn profile and I went across a few news articles and a few here and there, and I found out that you were the first employee for Samsung R&D India. So, how did it feel about that for you at that point of time?
Like I said, the joining Samsung was kind of an Indian software brand brought me into Samsung. They said, okay, bring one software engineer. I went there, had a very good time developing embedded system software, very, very top class engineers,
Mhm.
lot of focus on consumer, customer, what do they want. So it's not just your problem solving ability, but what are you solving, for whom are you solving? This is what I learned there. But then Intel, TI, so many brands were coming to India, setting up their R&D center here, IBM. So I joined them in 1992, and in 1994 is when, sorry, 1992 I completed UVCE. 94 I joined Samsung, and then around 95 I raised my hand and said, hey, a lot of companies are coming to India. Like, if we are willing to set up an R&D center there, I would go. I would like to go there. I'm the first employee of Samsung R&D in India, and
Okay.
we started in a this Capitol Hotel near Vidhan Saga.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Rented one two-bedroom room there, and then we sorry, one room with double bed. So we removed the bed, we put the tables, and that was Samsung India software operations. Okay, so
Oh.
that's how it started. But
Uh-huh.
the talent in India, I mean, one by one, people who can, like, hunger, willing to learn, very passionate, problem solvers. I think what UVC makes you is a problem solver. So we really got very good problem solvers from many different companies, CDOT, CDAC, many universities, and it just started building. So from my employee number was three, two Korean people and me. So from three to today, I think about 20,000 people have worked so far in Samsung research. So that journey has been just amazing. Totally.
Yeah, awesome, awesome, sir. You advocated for GenAI, LLM, LVM, and other things. What's the future concerning this?
Lot of hype, too lot of hype. But when it works, when you see, it's actually magical. Okay, so that's what attracts you to it. Like, you're like, oh my God, like, how did it get this? Like, how can that do this? So when there are very few technologies that can get you to that level of excitement, that, like, you cannot even explain, like, how did it even get this, like, how is it even learning this, like, can it even understand this, like, how is it able to put it in so many different forms in such a short time. So all of these, in your lifetime, every 5 to 6 years, once or twice only, you can able to see such, like, wow, this is something super exciting. So that happens very few times in a career. So in my 30-year career, maybe about 3 to 4 times. So this is one of those. Definitely a lot of excitement, lot of promise with this technology. But of course, it comes with, a lot of guardrails that we have to build, and then find how to utilize it in your field of work. But I think all of you are just passing through your engineering. Many of you, I think, when you come out this field, the rate at which it is progressing or changing, that itself is unique. The field itself is unique, that's okay, but the rate at which it is expanding, and everyone is investing and changing, I have not seen this level of rapid change ever. So I think you guys are lucky. When you come, you have a level playing field. You could be sitting in UVC, some of your peers could be sitting in MIT in USA, some of them could be in Cambridge in UK. But given the tools that are available are same for all of you, you have equal rights for the new success that you can do using those tools. And these tools are all open source. You go on Hugging Face, they're available. So, like, everyone in the world has a new level playing field. So you guys are very lucky. You can use all the co-pilots, everything. So if you have little gap in your understanding, AI can help you cover that gap, and then you can take your journeys forward. So I think you guys should be very excited about it for sure.
Yes, 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 sir. We are. And yeah, moving on, how did engineering help you with managerial roles and facilitating managerial positions?
Engineer, in my definition, very simple definition, is problem solving.
Mhm.
So I think that's the fundamental. Even in management, basically you identify a good problem to solve. That's a good management or leadership.
Mhm.
What problems to solve is more important than solving it. So once you define what problems are meaningful to solve, that's the management and leadership. And then your engineering helps you to solve it in a effective way, efficient way. So that just put these two things together, basically you can cover anything in the world, isn't it?
Mhm.
That
Okay.
attitude that you get, that you're not overwhelmed at all, like any level of complexity comes your way, you're like, ha, theek hai, I'll figure it out. If there are gaps, I think in UVC you will know, right? Like three resistors, you may not get those 100K exactly. You'll say, theek hai, I'll put,
Yes.
you know, 1 mega there and I'll still make it work. So there are gaps, and still you are able to somehow juggle up with the famous jugaad of India. I
Yeah.
think these are the things that engineers, we are very good at. And
Mhm.
management and leadership was finding the right problem, identifying the right talent. Who are the people who are passionate to solve this problem? Find those people, bring them in, give them a common understanding, common vision, give them a dream. And these three things, when it works together, vision, culture, problem identification, which is strategy, and engineering, which is execution. Vision, strategy, execution. These are big words used in big, big books. In real terms, common sense, it is just this. Vision, matlab right source, right passion, and then strategy, matlab identify the right problem, and then excellence in execution is basically engineering. Solve that problem in a very effective way. That
Mhm.
when you that rounded personality is what you get as an engineer, I think.
Okay, okay, super, sir. You expressed about the larger than self mindset and taking the ownership of the company. How did that mindset help you, and what was the outcome regarding that?
This is, I believe, it comes with experience and comes with wisdom after having worked with so many professionals, gone across so many situations, gone across so many projects. Initially in the career, we are a little bit narrow minded. We just want to get something, not larger good.
Mhm.
We want to put ourselves as a key beneficiary. We want to learn.
Correct.
We want more salary. We want all the promotions. We want all the facilities. We want all the travel. So basically, I want is the initial phase of career. It's a very
Mhm.
narrow view of the situation. It can only take you that far. Just flip
Mhm.
it. And then if you see, you are for the larger good, we as a team will win, we as a company will win, we all will grow together. We are giving back to the consumers, we are giving back to the society. Sounds like, oh, this is too ideological, but frankly, that's a strategy. It's not ideological. As soon as you flip your mind towards that approach, you start feeling abundance. You don't start feeling constraints. In that narrow mind, there are only 10 things, I need to grab three. That will be the mindset. Here, no, there are not 10 things, there are million things. Even if I get 1,000, that's okay. So for
Mhm.
million, getting 1,000 is better than getting 3 out of 10, isn't it? So
Yes.
mindset should be the abundance mindset. There are lots of opportunities. There are lots of problems to solve. There are very good
Mhm.
technologies to use. There are many people who can teach me what I want. There are good bosses in the world with whom I can go and work. So that mindset, that open mindset, will help cover larger journey and make it interesting. Also over a long period. I've completed
Mhm.
92, means what, 33 years now in the industry, right? So the entire 33 years journey was enjoyable because of, at some point I changed this mindset. Of course, initially, how much salary, do I have work from home or not? These are very trivial things in where the mind gets occupied. So narrow things
Mhm.
don't help. That's what I
Mhm.
mean by look for a larger good.
Okay, okay, okay. Super, sir. Then I have this question. Even many of my peers and my fellow mates would have this question for sure. So we've seen the Gen Z advocating that do not stay in the company for a very long time, keep switching, have career shifts, and lots of other things. For a person who has been in a single company and made his career grow to such a next level, what would you say about that, sir?
There's no right or wrong. I mean, you can stay in the same company for long, or you can, switch your careers at certain intersections. But key part is, you need to know your strength. You should not do changes because somebody else is changing. Should not change because someone is guiding you, or someone's Instagram post cannot inspire you to change. Then I would be completely against change. If you yourself trust that your strength and your ambition, your dream, are you able to realize in this place, or is there a better place where you can learn more and develop more? Then you can do those changes. But being yourself is the most difficult in your generation. There is so much diversion, there's so much information.
Yes, yes.
Every day one Instagram post can, you're very happy, you look at that post and like relatively you're like, oh, that guy is still better, he has a better life than me, and then you change. That part of Gen Z is what I'm 100% not subscribed to. For you, for if your ambition, your dream, if you want to change, you're welcome, you should change. It's good. Change is good for you.
Mhm.
But what triggered that change, that's more important than changing itself.
Mhm. Correct.
For
Awesome.
short term benefits like, oh, some 50,000 rupees more, I'll switch a job. These are very trivial reasons to shift careers and jobs. So 50,000 over a period of 20-year career will have like no significance. It's like even fifth decimal place significance also it is not there in your life. But you are making such a big decision for such a small, trivial benefit. So that's why change should be to learn, change should be to grow, change should be to move towards your ambition or goal. Change should be where you like to work with those people. Change should be because it's not just money, it's just not solving problems. Every day you have to spend that life, your youth, your entire youth you are spending with your colleagues more than your friends and your family. So are you enjoying with those colleagues with whom you are working? Are they some of the best people in the world where you are working? Are they the best minds? Are you learning from them? Are you enjoying working with them? These factors, if they are inspiring change, 100% I would subscribe to. Not because of some faster promotion, better salary, more travel. This will come in your way anyway. If you're doing good job, all these are side, byproducts. They are not the main products for which you will do a change.
Okay, okay, okay. That's a very uh, enlightening note, sir. Thanks a lot. And moving on a lighter note, how would your day look like as the managing director of Samsung R&D?
Um, so as you grow up, it's your time. You actually don't have time for yourself. That's the biggest problem because you're
Mm.
always dragged into one or the other project or strategy or operation or execution, some or the other meeting. So I find me time for me when so actually I'm blessed with Bangalore traffic. Okay, many people complain about Bangalore traffic. For me, that morning, 1.5 hour that I spend in my car while driver is of course driving, that's me time. Okay, I'm either reading something, I'm reflecting on something, I'm planning something, I'm like fully engaged. That's me time for me. Come to office, of course, uh, it's usually filled with meetings. It's not. It looks a little boring when you look from outside. But what you engage in those meetings, that can make it interesting. Like, are you asking the right questions? Are you making people think when they go back? Are they still in the meeting? Meeting is over. They go out. They are still in the meeting. They are thinking that this was a good question. We didn't think about it. That's a good thought. Maybe we should, explore that area. Just leave people with those, thoughts, and after that, they are smart enough to figure out, what they need to do. So my whole day goes in just creating these thought storms, I can say.
Mm,
Just create thought storms and then go back home, and then of course have some. On the lighter side, there are a lot of fun activities that are there in the company. Usually, so we have music room here, we have
mm,
sports here. I like to sing, so I usually enjoy having some karaoke time.
mm,
My music club, band club is very good here. So spend some
mm,
time there, lighten up yourself, crack a few jokes on yourself, crack a few jokes about your own company. You don't need to
mm,
always be defensive about your company. You can just crack a joke, be light about it, but
mm,
get the point. If somebody is giving a feedback, get the point what needs to improve, but also have a very, funny, jovial face to like, okay, this is the situation, we will improve, don't worry. And then internally, you should have more seriousness to solve that problem. So that's how the whole day goes, actually.
mm. Awesome, sir. What are you working on currently, and what are your key areas of interest as of now?
We are a consumer focused company, right? So Samsung is all about technology, innovation, consumer. This is just the cycle of Samsung. So
Mm,
every time consumer life changes, recently alpha generation comes, even beyond Gen Z now. Even you guys are
yes.
one generation old suddenly, okay? So
Yes.
every generation has new expectation from the company, both in terms of product, in terms of experience, in terms of sustainability, in terms of not only delivering what we deliver, but how we deliver, in what manner are we delivering. So they have a lot of expectation from the company. So in Samsung, basically, this is the primary focus. Consumers, what they want, how to change their lifestyles, what do they expect from us, and then use the latest technologies, like whether it is AI, whether it is energy saving, whether it is latest coding techniques, whether it is latest algorithms, whether it is latest hardware, latest chipset, new memory that comes in the market. So how do you use this new battery, new memory, new display, put it together to solve that problem? And innovation is basically lots of your team members have great ideas. So how to channelize those ideas, how to make a process so that these ideas reach to the consumers as quickly as possible. Otherwise, most of the ideas die down on the way. So everyone has lots of ideas when they come to office, and within 1 or 2 or 3 years, they start losing interest. Like यहाँ पे कुछ नहीं चलता. Like even if you give idea, it actually doesn't see the end of the day for that idea to go and reach the consumers. So how to make a process so that people don't drop their ideas in the path, right? They keep amplifying, keep giving fuel to their ideas. So these three things: consumer, latest technology, innovation. That's what Samsung. That's what is happening in Samsung.
Okay, okay. Awesome. So we've reached the sweet spot of 25, 26 minutes, and
Right. Okay.
I think it'll be a good time to wrap up the
Yes.
recording of this.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I'll give you an outro of it, so you can just close it down. Yeah.
So
Uh,
I'm very, very, very grateful, thankful to UVC. First of all, the number one. I'm
mhm,
most grateful, most thankful to UVC because they were the best years of my life. Whatever I learned there, even today, my career, my conversations are influenced by what I learned over there. So that gratitude towards alma mater, all of us must have. Okay, we might have some troubles with certain faculty, labs are not working, toilets are not clean. These are very trivial things. In a broader scheme of things, UVC is a brand, and that brand stays with you. Some of the best people in the world are from UVC, so you have a great network. So be grateful, utilize your network, and be loyal to the core value of the UVC, that is primarily from Vishwesvaraya, that is that excellence in technology. That's what you're known for. Your founder basically is your role model. Okay, his humility and his ability we have to carry forward. That's our job.
Mhm.
That's how I would like to close.
Awesome, sir. Thanks a lot for taking out time off your busy schedule and giving great advice to all of us out there. And yeah, it has been a very enriching podcast. Thanks a lot, sir.